Okay, we're in the last part of chapter 35, so this is part 22, Trial. By the sea, among ruins, Grace and her followers aren't far from the Copperfield Aquarium. By the time they reach the seaside location, there's hardly a trace of other Scarlet Revelation groups. Wait, Revelationists, this must be the place. We made it here, so doesn't mean we pass the test? No. This is only the beginning. God taught us to be patient, to wait. Lady Revolutionist, is there truly rebirth in the red tide? Of course, the rebirth within the red tide is beautiful. Anyone who passes the trials earns the right to rebirth, and then we'll step into a beautiful new world together. What do you mean by a beautiful new world? That is a reborn world where there's no endless waiting, no closet or monsters, and certainly no death. If we believe in the God of the red tide, he will guide us to happiness beyond. She crouches down and gently pats the child's head. Let's head out to camp first. I will define an appropriate time for us to enter this trial ground together. Some followers grumble, but with Grace being the revolutionist, they wouldn't dare voice their complaints. We will clear out a dilapidated refugee camp nearby, and that's where they set up their temporary base. We've got 4 cans left, 1 bag of compressed rations, and some of the rice the deity gave us can be used as seeds. As for the rest of the rice, the stuff we can't plant, let's eat that this time around. Otherwise, there's nothing else to eat. Smoker drops his spike crate with a hard thud and storms out of the tent. Well, looks like someone's losing their touch around here. Lulu whistles casually as she strolls past. They are just desperate for salvation. Something about it feels off to me. Grace then starts pulling rune pebbles out of her linen pouch, drawing them repeatedly for divination. But no matter how many times she tries, she just can't seem to get a single rune with a positive meaning. If this invitation is truly for all followers of the Scarlet Revelation, then other revolutionists will certainly answer the call. I couldn't care less about all the twisted nonsense from your red tech cult, but I'm warning you, you can't stay around here for too long. I checked the surrounding area this afternoon, and the punishing virus concentration around here is very high. I haven't located a source yet, but they are definitely corrupted nearby. It could be a widespread red tide. I can't rule that out. Huh, I almost forgot. After you all came here for the first place. But if you're all planning to hold hands and dive straight into the red tide together, count me out. I got my own business to attend to. I understand. Anyway, the ball's in your court. Who slips away from the camp? The first day at camp. It's dead quiet, except for a lone crowd that creeps up to the camp. Luckily, Wu takes care of it with a single shot. The rundown refugee camp has been abandoned for ages, but they still find some unusable tent materials and food supplies that have been stored for who knows how long. Not exactly a gourmet meal, but edible enough. These supplies solve the followers' food situation for the day. After filling their stomachs, everyone's spirits seem to lift as they gather around the campfire prayer. The second day at camp. Wu scouts ahead alone, heading toward the aquarium. When she gets back, she tells Grace the punishing virus concentration dangerously high there. Not immediately fatal, but certainly a mild infection. Oh, speaking of that, I saw a bunch of people heading to the aquarium. They're toting some mystical items, just like yours. What kind of items? Look like a flag that's seen better days, patched countless times, with all sorts of stones dangling from the bottom. That's Nether, the glory banner. He's a revolutionist too. He taught himself surgical knowledge, and after saving several refugees, he became a revolutionist, urging them to keep living. And then, that's it. I watched them walk in, and I came back. You don't seriously expect me to follow them in there and scout ahead for you, do you? Did he come back out? At least when I went back to check tonight, there were no footprints coming out. Thanks for your hard work, Lulu. I appreciate the intel. You should know what a single piece of my intel used to fetch back in the day. Lulu rolls her eyes and reads the tent. The third day at camp. The punching virus concentration here is just too high. It's only been 3 days, but some people are already showing early signs of infection. Their skin deteriorating, and they're having hallucinations. With no other choice, Grace moves her camp further back, but this decision meets with opposition from most of her followers. No, Leader Relations, we've already made it to the trial ground. Let us get there first. I've never seen people so keen to rush to their own deaths. What if the Divine Realm of Salvation has limited spaces? What if other people snag up those spots first, and are left out in the cold? That's right. Just yesterday, I heard that woman say Revolutionist. Netter has already ushered his followers into the trial ground. What? They've already beaten us to it? Wait, Revolutionists, please, take us to the trial ground. Take us to the trial ground. Silence, please. I feel you want me, everyone. But tell me, do you truly wish to cross to salvation burdened by sickness and suffering? The boisterous camp goes dead quiet for a moment. We'll withdraw the camp for now, but the moment the Divine whispers reveal the path, I will lead you all there, without delay. Your powers grumble, but they go along with it. The camp picks up and moves to a spot where the punching virus is itself thick in the air. The 5th day at camp. You can't tell anyone about this, but last night I heard a divine revelation. You heard it too? You bet I did. My devotion must have really hit home with the Divine, because I heard the sound of the tide. I left the camp, followed that sound, and then I saw your leader. You know what Lord Netter looks like? Of course I do. Last time Grace brought us to meet up with Lord Netter's group, he spoke to me for a moment. Or how do I ever forget what he looks like? What's the word this time? What did Lord Netter tell you? Lord Netter says they've passed the trial and be granted rebirth. He told me if we step into the Korean, God will take us under his wing, mercifully embracing us all. There, the line between heels and constructs will vanish, and no more stupid affinity efforts. Everyone will gain immortality, no exception. Whoa. But didn't Grace say wasn't right at the right time yet? Who knows if she's just trying to keep all the good stuff to herself. I already ironed things out with Smoker. Tomorrow night. The 7th day at camp. Smoker has vanished into thin air, taking the last 4 cans of food. 3 meat and 1 fruit. When did you last see Smoker? It was last night. I saw Smoker leading Mark and the others, saying they were going to the aquarium. The flower mutters, and his face betrays a profound yearning. Smoker and Narvin, they both heard a divine revelation. They could not by following the sound of the tide. They saw Lord Netter, the glory banner, and a handful of other revelations right here in the red tide, by the sea. What else? He asked me to go with him. Said a divine revelation promised if we entered the aquarium, passed his trial, and made it all the way to the bottom, we would be granted eternal life. And he said that in there's no difference between constructs and humans. No need to work on or struggle. Everyone can be reborn as equals. Wait, Grace. I'm thinking. When can we enter the aquarium and start the trial? Grace absent-mindedly shakes her winded pouch, and inside, when pebbles and various materials clink against one another. Perhaps the invitation is genuine. Perhaps the leader truly has found his rebirth. But deep down, she knows exactly where those past revelations truly came from. Perhaps there truly is freedom within the red tide. Grace will resolve her factors. Her next step is clear. She needs to tell Wu the major decision to enter the trial ground and achieve rebirth. Wu will then leave this place, and after that. Instinctively, Grace flattens her pouch, reaches inside, and pulls out the first room cover her fingers touch. The stone is completely blank. How? Every single room pebble in the pouch is placed there by Grace herself, and she's absolutely certain there was never a blank one among them. When did this one got mixed in? Was it when she spilled it in the tent and accidentally picked it up in the darkness? Or the blank rune, the symbol of fate, portending death but also the unknown, causing change in evolution, the courage to move forward. God, what should I do? Will we fail the trial? Is it all false? Will we lose everything we have? Is this truly the path we must take? She clutches the stone lightly, muttering to herself. The 8th day at camp. Oh, so this is the grand decision you've been agonizing over all night? That's right. I know this isn't fair to you, but I need your help. To fight this price, I will feed the larger portion. I've taken a group of horrors into the current. Please help by staying here while longer to look after the wounded and children. I just can't help wrap my head around what you're thinking. I'm sorry. Just consider this my last request after I save your life. I'm not sure we'll make it back. If we don't, please take the children and injured to the nearest conservation area. After that, you're free as a bird. Fine, you win. You better come back in one piece. If the injured followers of yours are dead set on joining themselves to the tide, I won't be able to stop them. I'm counting on you. When are you off? Right now. Hey, isn't this way too fast? I hope a trial. I'll work out for this. Grace waits with crowbar in hand, gathering her followers around her. We're about to step onto the trial ground, where our trial begins. And nothing left to rely on, nothing left to ask for, as long as I can find salvation. Oh God, I praise your holy name, prostrate at your feet. God shall create paradise. God shall grant eternal life through the red tide. You form into a group, becoming the last team of Scarlet Revelation members to enter the Aquarium, their trial ground. Okay, so that was it. So 18 through 22 just tells the past and how, we got to, the main story today. So anyway, yeah, that was chapter 35. I really enjoyed, that one, even though another was painful and it's making me nervous because of all the, connections to the tower thing, we're tying it back, obviously, because of the events of, from chapter 32, I think, chapter 33, actually. So, yeah, it kind of makes me a little bit nervous, because obviously I feel like it's gonna get more, a lot more painful since the first time, with the tower, so I'm not looking forward to that because I can't deal with another, like what happened with, chapter 31. So anyway, but it was still good. I really love Bianca's, new frame. Oh my gosh, it's so gorgeous. But I really love the fact that, she chose to accept herself, being a holy maiden, for which it's all her. She's still like her, despite everything with tiles. She's still herself. So and so, which I really appreciate that message. Accepting your flaws and and everything, just darkness and light. So really like that message, even though, like I said, this little darkness coming. Nervous for what's to come. So anyway, yeah, that was chapter 35, episode Adrift. So I believe the next chapter is going to be chapter 36. So this is actually a replay of basically all the previous chapters, I believe. So yeah, it really makes me nervous. Ooh, it's 14 parts, so it's actually not bad. So I don't know who we're gonna be using. Maybe Ishmael, because I already seen some spoilers for this one. So yeah, so yeah, that was just my thoughts for this chapter. Let me know. Oh my gosh, look at this one. Let me know in the comments below what your thoughts on this chapter. Like I said, it makes me a little bit nervous for what's to come. Obviously, it's gonna be more darker, which I don't look forward to it, to be honest. But I still, like I said, enjoy it. So let me know in the comments below what's your thoughts on this chapter. And if you guys want to see more Punishing Great Raven, please like this video and subscribe. I do, like I said, upload all the main stories and event stories and coding stories. I do upload all that one. So the next one is obviously I'm going to be uploading chapter 36, so part 14, and then I believe there's going to be a Discord chapter within 26 of, so it's basically next week. And then we have the next main story, which has to do with, I didn't even know that Veronica was going to be in this patch, but she is, because I just didn't see her in the trailer thing. I guess it's because Chinese, version, they're doing that as well. So they, like I said, like they said in the, combining patch thing, we're trying to catch up the globals. So the fact that Veronica is also going to be in this patch, I was kind of surprised by that. I didn't really think she was going to be in this, patch. I thought it was going to be just Bianca and Stigma, Bianca and Discord, but no, just Veronica as well. So very excited for that. We will see, like I said, how I feel about Veronica. In her main story, Bob Seed is going to be after Discords. So anyway, like I said, next one's going to be Dreams Rewound, so that's the next chapter. So anyway, like I said, if you guys want to see more Punchy Great Raven, please subscribe. I do also have a Discord where I do talk about Punchy Great Raven with others, and then we also talk about other games as well. If you guys want to join, it's a lot of fun there, and I would love to see you guys all there. I do host my giveaways there because obviously it's more easier for me, like I said. So anyway, I'd love to see you guys there, and thank you so much for reading this chapter with me, and I'll see you guys in the next chapter. I love you all, and I'll see you guys in the next one. So goodbye, guys.